Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Palmisano here, and as you can see, I am back from Florida. It was like 80 degrees when we left, and now it's 28, so I'm back in my tracksuit. I gotta warm up. As you can see, I'm wearing a blue SpaceX hat with goes perfectly well with the black and red, and blue pants. Got to see the SpaceX shuttle launch off of our deck in Florida, which was like the coolest thing ever. Check this out. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh my gosh. You guys, you see it, Rowan? Holy cow. That's so cool.
That is a rocket ship.
That's a rocket ship. I know.
A real rocket ship. Look at that. Editing. So I get back, and I get a phone call last night from Jason Shadrick at Premier Guitar. Now, Jason is the man. He turned me on to Bukovac, and so when he calls, I'm like, okay, what you got? And he goes, how about some Zappa? You've done Frank, but you haven't done any like Dweezil or Zappa plays Zappa. And I'm like, all right, fire it over to me. So I open my email, and he goes, at the bottom of this email, I think this is the one you should react to. In the meantime, watch this first. And I watched it, and it's Dweezil telling his Eddie Van Halen stories, or a couple of them, and it looks like there's like a bar fight in there or something. Anyhow, it's great. I encourage you all to watch it because he talks about how how he met Eddie, and that it even goes so far as that he had to play a Van Halen tune with his band for like a battle of the bands or a talent show. And Eddie came, his guitar wouldn't stay in tune. Eddie drove home, went to get his guitar so Dweezil could finish the show with a guitar that would stay in tune. He called it Full Service Eddie Van Halen. Very cool. So anyway, he gives me this one to play. Now this is ice cold. Now wait a minute. Zappa plays Zappa featuring Steve Vai, Zombie Woof live. Dude, I thought you were going to send me... You didn't say anything about Vai. Oh, well, I've never done Dweezil or Vai on this channel. And I don't know the song Zombie Woof. I love that it's woof, not wolf. Let's do it. Ice cold. Prepare for the beating. You guys know I live in a 4-4, 3-4, 12-8, 6-8, 1-4-5, maybe a 6 and a hard 2 world, right? Major melodies, relative minor melodies. That's where I live, right? Country chromatics, chicken picking. This is not my wheelhouse. So Jason.
Thank you very much. Well,
the anticipation.
We've reached that time of the evening. Well, not where we do everything again. Where we do Zombie Woof.
Oh, they know it's coming.
Years ago, I thought I might get so sweet. I stressed myself.
All right, like 5 different things have happened. Again, broad strokes. You guys know I don't pre-listen. You guys know this is not my comfort zone. So if you're new to this channel, we do broad strokes. Try to get the basic idea of what's happening, right? So that's why I call it a react, not a lesson, because I didn't learn it. Here we go. Looks like B. Don't you love when it's in tune and it starts with the video right on the fretboard? Oh, it's like a sweet wash of relief. But then you remember it's Zappa and Vi. And you know you're going to get your ass handed to. So you got... Sounds like that. So you could look at this as B minor. But since it resolves to the E, it kind of makes me feel that E minor 7 thing. 5, flat 7, down to the 4, flat 3, root. But you can always call things a bunch of things. You got to see what happens next, right? It's the harmony that makes the melody make sense. it moves down. So it sounds like it does this. Right? That's the structure that moves down. Yeah. Right? Maybe it definitely moves down to that C. All right, so there you go to A minor. So I would now look at this as like a piece of B minor. You know, you don't have to put a name to it. That's what's going on here. Resolving to the A minor there for sure, and then there. All right, chromatic walk down from D to A, right? I didn't go to school for jazz. I'm assuming it's a bunch of substitutions between a tritone and then it resolves. So like, but way beyond my pay grade. Not even gonna pretend to figure that one out. But then. Guy looked like Robbie Krieger. Is it in 7? Either way, it's an A minor, root, 5, major third, down to the lower spot. Harmony's coming in.
300 years ago.
And then and then like a jungle groove in A. Yeah, you know, root, flat 7.
I thought I might get so sweet. I stressed myself.
Pull on the minor third.
Out on an empty bed, and my spirit did a midnight free. You know that
Minor
4. Seems to me that it just ain't wise. Did you ever wake up in the morning?
All right, so it did that same chromatic walk down. I don't know what the hell it is, but then it. Right? All right.
When the zombie woof.
Yes.
Behind the line.
I love that he's singing with it. I don't know who the guy is, but I love it. I love that it's low. I don't know. I don't have the words to describe it, right? It's almost like you're punching up to the. It's like you're still in A, right? It's kind of like you're punching up. It's like you're implying B a little bit. But you almost hear like an E minor, D minor, A minor, almost like a 5-4-1. It's, I don't know. This is not intuitive for me.
Just about as evil as you could be.
What was that, Dweezil?
I am the Zombie Woof. I'm not Christian.
He knows. It's coming. It's coming.
They all seek for shelter where I come charging out. So when you want a zombie too, here I'm with the zombie world.
Now it's like 5. 1, 2, 3, da 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 ba da da. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Ba da ba da da. I know that's not right, but that's what I'm hearing. It's pedal 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, flat 3 to 4. 2 on the A, and then flat 7 to root. It's something like that. It's so much more though. Big props to the drummer making all this make sense. I mean, Jesus. No. I knew it. I knew I heard a major third. It definitely tags with that. 9, 5, major third. Here, would you like a little A major? Would you like a little Tell you what, one thing I do like about Zappa in general, his music, is that you always get a fat groover right after Outer Space, right? Like we're wearing the right hat again. You always get a fat groover. Listen to the band just drop into the right. It's an A minor. All right, so what do we have in here? You got the band going that. Right? A minor groove. We're not going to worry about being perfect. That's our vibe. Right? 4/4 big groove, right? So he can rip. Vi comes in over and over again. Root and major third of C, which is of course your minor third and fifth of A. 2. Root and major third of D, right? D and F sharp, which of course is your 4 and major 6th in A. And he does this little, implies the flat 5, right? And he does it up here, right? And then when he goes up here, you hear him do this. It's like C, D. So he's thinking it's A minor, right? But it's piece of C, piece of D, piece of C, piece of D, piece of C, piece of D, little E flat, right? Little flat 5. But that's what's going on. And so this is making us think Dorian, right? Because if you have C major, D major, that's a 4 and a 5, right? Because the only place a 4 and a 5, the only place 2 major chords are one whole step apart in diatonic harmony is the 4 and the 5, which makes G1, which makes A minor 2. So this is A. Dorian. So A, but F sharp. Yeah. Okay. So that whole part in the middle there, when you have the bar, you're in the neighborhood. Again, Vi is the king of just intervaling at will. Intervaling at will. I mean, it's all in the neighborhood. He's coming in the neighborhood of the 6, in the neighborhood of the 7, going up to the root, going up through the thirds, going up, running out of frets, in outer space land, right? Coming back down, settles in with the root, 9, flat 7, really selling that, right? That G, which is your tonic, right? So we're still thinking Dorian, but it's A. I know what's going to happen here. It's going to be anything he wants to do when he wants to do it. Yeah, he's in this zone here. Again, I'm still hearing the F sharp in there. There it is. Again, pushing, bending to that flat 7 from the major 6. Right? And with the bar. I mean, it's just, why not bend to the flat 7? Why not? That's what the 6 is for, you know, in the 30 or 4 chord, but still. Love it. Takeaway there. C's your anchor. The trick to all these legato things is having a solid anchor. C, and then you're up in here. And now, once you have an anchor like this, right, C, your minor third of A, here's A, everything in between. It's all fair game. So you can, right, you can flat 5 in there, and he comes down. Major 6, or sorry, major 2, root, major 6, 5. Maybe he does that. He might have effed that. I don't know. But the point is that he's screaming. He's float. The channel is wide open. This is that flow state, and I'm telling you, it's intervals at will. It's have an anchor, but we're moving forward, sir. Yeah, that's the cat's meow right there. Most of the time, in this section of the video, I would say, I hope to God that was on purpose, but I'm certain that it was an accident and the person is just a pro at recovering from accidents by just selling it over and over again. But this is Vi. He did that 20 years ago, and now it's been in his bag, and he just pulls it out of his lick bag when he wants. He's anchoring here, and then you got flat 5, major 7, yellow, and then he starts moving his anchor between the C, the minor third of A, and E, the 5th of A, right? So your anchors determine everything, right? Right? Because everything you do up top here, right? All this legato stuff doesn't matter. It's all being anchored by the chord tone. It's right. So that's why you can just you can interval at will, and you can push through the flat 5 and the major 7 and just make them take it because you're still holding on to the structure, but you're just like right. Watch how the first finger of the anchor moves from the C to the E. I used to be able to do this pretty well. I don't have the chops like I used to, like in this kind of thing. But I know that manipulation when I see it, that jump, that quick jump, that takes decades of muscle memory to get that tight. I'm telling you, the key is the first finger here. Everybody's like, oh, what's happening up here? No, that bad boy is the key. Yeah. Then you just start bending through stuff and making eye contact with people and just... Yes, that is what to do after that. Listen to the band. That was one of the coolest things he's done so far. So he moves into this 3-note per string thing. Again, G major. Because G major and A Dorian are the same thing. But the way he's going from the right, the D to the A, with the bar, dumping the open strings, with the band, keeping the groove. Let me tell you something. You might not be a Vive fan, but you can't deny what's happening here. And if you don't get it, then you're not gonna get it. But this is the move of the night so far. Wait for it. It's in the space of the hi-hat and the ride. Right? The snare catches it. God, that drummer crushed it. All right. Now, this is one of those things I've never really gotten. The whole hand up here, the people that use the deadening thing up here so they can just legato. It's never been kind of my thing. Super impressive. I always like a much more dynamic and responsive kind of gain stage. Not that everything is like a laser beam coming through where everything holds out and you're muting here instead of here. But what's happening here? What's happening? Let's watch that drum fill. 5 to flat 7, flat 7 to root. Adding in the 9th to pinky. Going over the second string, right? Again, anchor that first. This move is everywhere. That E to C, that is everywhere. I'm telling you, that's the trick. Yeah, and then finishing with the. So it's A minor all the way down. Again, we're mixing intervals at will to try to pick out. Oh, he's just going down one scale. Is totally missing the forest for the trees. He's flat 7ing. He's running through a major 7. There's a 6. There's a regular 6. He's coming up this whole tag here at the end. 4 flat 5, going to a 9 to a flat 3. At will. Again. You have a pedal point, bam, right, A. You have an anchor point, bam, right? And then you're just intervaling at will over top. So you have the structure within, but it's just game time after that. Listen to those keyboards. Hit the button. Listen to the band. Weasel going up the high part. Almost like an A9. And there it is, coming in with that C sharp again. my ear lost it. But that is a major third coming in. What was that? And the staggered rum bum 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 bum. Root, flat 3, 4. That's right. Root, flat 3, 5. Root, flat 6. Walk. So evil. Awesome. Stand by. Gotta make sure we don't. All these long videos.
Is like a regular zombie woof. If a raging dormitorium, don't try to remain aloof. I might snatch you up, sail through the window all naked, and do it till you're up on the roof. Don't mess with the zombie woof.
Again, that staggered brum 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 brum.
All naked, and do it till you're up on the roof. Don't mess with the zombie woof.
Okay, there's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. He just did all the stuff he did before with holding his hand here without doing that. I know a lot of it's for show, but his technique is so strong. I mean, he can mute. He doesn't need that for the muting. You definitely don't need like the felt things I see people put up here. I really don't know what the deal with that is. I mean, he just showed you. You can do it without it. Jason, man. Jason. Oh, see, this is how it goes with guitar players, right? Everybody acts like they're your friend, but really it's a competition. It's like, oh, yeah, I'll send you a groover, and it's just like a little... You didn't say anything about bye. All right. Key takeaways. Here's what I'll say. Because I can't speak to things which I clearly don't know anything about, right? That are beyond my pay grade. What I like is that there's a back and forth between the craziness and the big time groove. Huge groove. Bass and drums and keys were like really, really laying it down, right? So there is that super scripted odd time, set of 5. Here's a set of 7. We're doing an A minor. Here's a C sharp. Here's a major third for you just to make sure you're still alive, right? But then it brings it back to just an A minor groove. And when you set the stage like that, it really makes sense for someone like Vi to do those types of leads where, again, I just call it intervaling at will with an anchor. So you're anchoring a chord tone, right? 3rd, 5th. Doesn't seem to be anchoring with many roots, right? It seems to be more of an extended. So pushing through the 3 to the 5, right? And then pushing through the 5 into the 7s, right? We're not really so much pushing from the root into the 9s to the 3 area. It's that, it's that upper whatever. Which makes sense, right? But that's kind of what I get from it. It allows you to be goofy and weird like that. It's quite frankly a world I know very little about. It's extremely impressive. If you were to try to learn this note for note, like be a week. You know, if you had to play with this band and you had to do 15 songs, you probably need like 15 weeks and then, 20 rehearsals. Unless of course you're like these guys, but if you're someone like me. And that's it. Love it. Guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please please subscribe and ring the bell. It really helps me. And if you like the way that I play, you like the way I teach, you want to support this free stuff on YouTube, I hope you'll click the first link in the description and join me and so many others on my website, guitargate.com. Step-by-step learning courses. You're not learning this stuff, but you're learning all the stuff you see me do. How to use theory to pick stuff up out of songs, talk about the broad strokes of what makes tunes what they are, but most importantly, it's just a community of people who are uploading videos of this is what I'm listening to, this is where I'm progressing every day, so that we motivate and encourage each other to keep picking this thing up every day and just get a little bit better. That's it. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. See you soon. I have to stop doing videos that just kick my ass.